Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of these episodes, we're quickly going to recap on the previous. And the three previous games were Fleetwood in the FA Cup, the Liverpool derby against Everton in the Premier League, and then Chelsea also in the Premier League. The first game against Fleetwood, we actually played, and I am so happy that we played, because not only did Timo Werner score 4 goals, we went on to beat Fleetwood 7-0. Absolutely unbelievable. We knocked them out of the Emirates FA Cup, and we do it in a manner of beating them 7-0, which is absolutely ridiculous. What a scoreline that was, and what a game it was for me to play. We obviously then come up against Everton in the Liverpool derby. We played the Fleetwood game, we also played the Everton game, and then we simulated the Chelsea game. Unfortunately, 2 episodes ago, we suffered our first loss to Burnley. We simulated the game and lost 2-1. And in the game that we played against Everton, where I actually played it, we also lost 2-1. Now, we shouldn't have. Stat-wise, we had something like 19 shots, 14 on target. We only managed to score 1 goal. Everton had like 4 shots, 2 on target, and both of them ended up in the back of the net. Stat-wise, we should have beat them. On paper, we should have beat them. Unfortunately, on the day, that wasn't the case. And I kind of jinxed myself, because at the start of the game, when we first kicked off against Everton, I said in 3 seasons at Liverpool, I don't think we've ever lost to Everton. Well, that come back to bite me on the bum, because we then lost, sadly, 2-1 to Everton, which put a little bit of doubt in the back of my mind, because we were then simulating the game against Chelsea, who were only 12 points behind us. Because we lost to Everton, the gap had gone from 15 back down to 12. But if we were to beat Chelsea, we would grow it back to 15. And that is exactly what we did. The simulated game, we went 1-0 down after Alexandro scored for them after around 7 minutes. And as soon as that goal went in, I thought, well, the heads have dropped since Everton. But they didn't. We bounced back and we beat Chelsea 3-1, which is exactly what we needed to do. It was very important that we bounced back, and a very, very important that we managed to get the 3 points in the Premier League. And as we move into the month of February, we have the 3 games in today's episode. Now, excuse me, the 3 games at the end of the last episode we're going to play City, simulate Fulham, and then play Barcelona. But we've now had another game thrown in there with Luton Town in the FA Cup. So the plan is we're going to play against Manchester City, who right now are joint with Chelsea. So we've got a 15-point gap right now. If Chelsea is to lose or draw and we beat Man City, we can grow the gap more than 15 in today's episode. We're then going to simulate the game against Fulham. We're at home, so keep our fingers crossed that we can win that game. And then we've got Luton Town in the round of the 16 FA Cup, which we need to play that because, of course, one of the fan objectives, which we'll be looking over in just a moment, is called Retirement 7, and it's about winning all 7 pieces of silverware that are up for grabs this season, because we are retiring at the end of Season 3, excuse me, guys, and we will be starting a brand new journey with a new club, whether it is a new career mode or it's a new road to glory. But I'm looking forward to it. And also in the previous episode, well, we've done a little bit of madness. We brought a lot of players in. We brought Ben Woodburn back to Liverpool. And obviously we had a straw poll going from episode 81. And the top, or the joint top vote, was to make some unrealistic signings before we retire at Liverpool. And also bring some current Liverpool players back, like Woodburn, Divock Origi, Matip, who are actually still Liverpool players in real life, but we sold in this career mode. And also bring back some Liverpool legends. So we signed Ben Woodburn, Divock Origi, we brought Lucas Leiva back, Martin Skrtel, an unrealistic one in Kylian Mbappe, Joel Matip, Pepe Reina, and Leo Messi, who joins us in Season 4. Pepe Reina and Leo Messi are joining us in Season 4. Obviously, we're going to retire, so they're just going to come to Liverpool, and the next manager is going to continue on with those unbelievable players. It's also, I probably should have mentioned this a little bit sooner, guys, but I don't know how many videos you are going to get in the next week. Obviously, a few of you have noticed this week that my normal upload schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This week, or last week, I don't know when this video is going out. Let me try and work it out. This should be going out on... Should this be going out next week? I think it should be next week. So, last week, I uploaded Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. The reason for that is because the One Season Wonder episode 7 took so long to edit and record and whatnot that I couldn't put it out on Monday. I didn't have enough time. I was still editing it and rendering it on Monday, which was a little bit disappointing. But I'm also going away. So I'm recording this on the 20th of June, and I'm trying to think. So I've got a video going out tonight. I know about that. I've just edited another video that's going out on Saturday, which completes the week. So I think you should be seeing this on the 24th of June. If you are seeing it on the 24th of June, then you will not be seeing another video, unfortunately, till the 3rd of July. So this video might not put out on the 24th, I may put it out on the 26th, so then it's exactly a week, but I won't be recording or editing or doing anything till the 3rd of July. Now, I've tried to record and edit and get ahead as much as I possibly can, and I think potentially you could be seeing this on the 24th, and then there may be a video coming out on the 28th. Now, normally I upload 3 times a week, but I just know in that week from the 24th to the 28th, you're either going to see 1, maybe 2 if I got it done in time. But I wanted to let you guys know that there won't be as many uploads in that week of the 24th. So the 24th to the end of the week, there won't be as many uploads. And then when we come back on the 3rd of July, you'll have an upload on the Thursday, the 4th, and then you'll have one on the you'll have one on the Wednesday, the 3rd of July. You'll also have one on the 5th of July. And then from that week forwards, you will then be going back to the normal schedule of Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Probably should have let you guys know a little bit earlier, but I can only apologise. It come up. I've got to do it. I've got to take a week off YouTube. I can't record, edit, whatnot. So unfortunately, that has to happen. But before we get into today's episode and the game up next against Manchester City, it's episode 85, which means one thing: fan objectives. We need to look over the fan objectives and see how we are currently doing. So as I click my fingers and put them on screen now, they should be on screen for you guys to see at home. So the top left, we've got charity donation. Donate the amount of goals scored by Timo Werner in all competitions. So let's go ahead, go over to the squad hub and have a little look how many Timo Werner has got. Let's go all the way to the bottom. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And there is Timo Werner. So let's have a look at his stats. So currently right now, he has scored 14. Wow. From episode 80, I don't even think it was in double figures, but he's now on 14 goals. He scored 2 in Champions League, 7 in the Premier League, and 5 in the FA Cup. He is absolutely bossing it right now in the FA Cup and the Premier League. Bear in mind, 4 of those goals come from the game against Fleetwood in the FA Cup in the last episode. So he's currently on 14, which means if this is how it ended right now, if we were ending the season, we'd be donating £14 to a charity, once again, of your guys' choice. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to get 25 plus this season. We've still got games in the FA Cup. We've still got the Carabao Cup final. Still got Champions League games, Premier League games. There's plenty of opportunities for him to score goals. The only downfall is Bobby's our main striker right now. Moving down from the charity donation, we have the Golden Boot. Scored 22 plus goals with Mane or Salah to match their Golden Boot record in 18/19. Now, obviously, it was Mane, Salah, and Aubameyang who all scored 22 goals to get them the Golden Boot. If we have a little look at Mane, now bear in mind this is just in the Premier League. Mane currently has 6 goals, so still a long, long way to go. He's still got, let me just work that out quickly, 16 goals to go. Is that correct? 16 goals? I think it's 16 goals. Quick maths, Brad. And then as we move up to Mo Salah doing a little bit better. He currently has 13 goals in the Premier League, which means he only needs 9 to match his current record of 22, but we need to score 22 plus to break his record. Speaking of breaking records, we have record breaker with Naby Keita break Gerrard's 08-09 record of 24 goals in one season. Now, realistically, Naby Keita has been smashing it, and you guys might straight away think, wow, he's already on 19 goals. Unfortunately, he's not. We don't include the pre-season in the Asian Elite Cup. So 19 take away 8. He's currently on 11. He needs 13 more goals this season for him to break Gerrard's record. Moving on to the bottom right, we have Mailman. This is the one that I am struggling with, and I am sorry to tell you guys, with the fan objectives this year, because there was so much on the line, we've got a £50 Amazon gift card, we've got a Turtle Beach headset, we've got a hoodie, we've got a copy of FIFA 20, we've got a t-shirt, the hoodie and t-shirt from my clothing line. Because there is so much on the line, I made it, instead of each fan objective being a prize, I made it where if we complete the Golden Boot, Record Breaker, Mailman, the Genie's Wish, and Retirement 7, so all 5 fan objectives, not including charity donation, if we completed all 5, one of you would win all those prizes. I can confirm, and I do apologise, but I think if any of these fan objectives are to let us down, it's going to be Mailman. Because Mailman has got 13 assists with Trent or Andy Robbo. If we go up the list to Andy Robbo, so far he has scored 2 goals. Got the hiccups. No assists. If we go up to Trent, he has 1 goal and 1 assist. Bear in mind, we are 23 games into the Premier League right now. And Trent, if he was to do it, still needs to get another 12 assists. I'm going to try my best to make sure Trent's putting the ball in, and I will try and get some assists for Trent. But he's just not given us the delivery service that he has in the current season that Liverpool have just played in real life. But I'm going to try my hardest, guys. But I have a feeling that Mailman, with it being such a difficult one, may well let us down. Moving up from the Mailman to the top right, we have the Genie's Wish. Get a combined 20 plus goals and assists with Genie Wijnaldum, which means he can get 10 goals, 10 assists. He could get 5 assists, 15 goals. As long as he gets 20, the number 20 plus, when you add his goals and assists together, he completes the Genie's Wish. So as we move down to find, where is Genie? There we go. So currently has 2 goals, 7 assists, which puts him on 9. So he is either 11 goals or 11 assists, or, you know, break it down with 6 goals, 5 assists. He's 11 away from completing the Genie's Wish. I think he may well get it. I think the only one we're going to struggle with personally is the Mailman, but I will certainly do my best, ladies and gentlemen. And the final one, Retirement 7, win all 7 pieces of silverware before retiring at the end of Season 3 at Liverpool. Of course, we are retiring at the end of this season, and the objective that we are trying to do is win every piece of silver. So far, we've won the Asian League Cup, which was pre-season. We won the FA Community Shield. We won the UEFA Super Cup. We are in the final of the Carabao Cup. We're in the round of 16 in the FA Cup. We're top of the Premier League. And we're also just about to start kicking off the knockout stages in the next episode of the Champions League. So we are really on point right now, on target to complete those fan objectives, minus the Mailman. The Mailman is the one that is looking very, very difficult right now. And that could be the fan objective that unfortunately stops you guys winning those prizes at the end of the season. I can only apologise, but I will certainly try to start trying to get some assists with Trent and Robertson. But I don't want to force it too much where the only ball I'm ever putting into the striker comes from Trent or Robbo. I've still got to score goals, and we still got to remember we can't focus too much on just getting assists from them. If we have a better opportunity to shoot or get an assist with someone else, we have to get it. It's as simple as that. But up next, we've got Manchester City. Mo Salah is now 2nd Premier League top goal scorer. Harry Kane overtook him after scoring a goal. It's 14 to Harry Kane, 13 to Salah. We need him to get back to his scoring ways, and hopefully he can do that up next against Manchester City. And this is the lineup we are putting out. We've got Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Roberto Firmino striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gini Wijnaldum linking up with Naby Keita in the central midfield role. A little deeper, we've got Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson and Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back with Alisson between the sticks. Let's go ahead and get this game against Man City kicked off. We are away from home, so we've got to be very, very careful here, because realistically, Manchester City are known for the pace down the wings. They've got Aguero up top. It's going to be a very difficult game. But we are travelling to the Etihad Stadium, and hopefully in 90 minutes' time, we'll be bringing those 3 important points back to Liverpool. Let's make this happen, lads. The last episode, it went from high to low, back to high. Let's kick off today's episode on a high. We beat Fleetwood 7-0, started on a high, lost to the Blues Everton. Oh, very disappointing with that. And then we beat Chelsea to go back on a high. We beat City, and we may potentially grow this 15-point gap even bigger. Just also want to quickly mention, guys, if you can't hear any cars or wind or anything like that, I'm in the office right now. It is roasting, so I've had to open the window. I normally have the window closed, the blind down, so sound doesn't get picked up from outside. So you may well be able to hear a bit of wind, maybe some birds, cars, motorbikes. I apologise if you can hear that, but there is not much I can do. And also regarding me saying about the I'm not going to be recording for a week. I won't be uploading for a week. I'm going to put out a YouTube, I can't even think what it's actually called, like a YouTube post. I know a few of you have talked to me on the YouTube post. It's a new feature that I got when I hit 1k subs. I'm going to put a post out telling you guys what videos are going up when, and when I'll next be recording. So keep your eyes open for that. It might be up by now, it may not be up by now. I can't be 100% sure, because I don't know right now when this video is going up. I can't record as from tomorrow. I'm away from tomorrow. So I'm just recording and editing as much as I can, grinding it out to make sure I can give you guys as much content as I can, especially when I can't be recording or editing. But I've just noticed Man City have Dejan Lovren, so there's the weak point in that Man City side as City kick us off in this first half period. Jesus is going to pick that one up. Aguero's not even playing here right now. Here's Fekir, let's get in there. Nicely done. Here's Sterling. Passing around nicely right now. Playing it in behind. There we go. It's in behind now for Fekir. Yeah, let's go. Keep that pressure on. Fekir through on goal. It's 1-0 City. And it's the man that is linked with Liverpool currently, Nabil Fekir, to put them 1-0 up in the 11th minute. I thought it was maybe offside, but it must have been Trent that kept him onside as he slots that one home. To Naby Keita, going to lay this off to Gini. Here we go now. Let's go. Put Mo Salah in behind. Here comes Mo Salah. Mo Salah through on goal. Mane to follow up. Bobby to finish up. Mane's offside. Thought we'd brought it back to 1-1 there. Let's go inside now and go again here to Robertson. Robertson pushing forwards now. Let's play it through to Bobby. Go on, Bobby. Play it through now to Mo Salah. Mo Salah getting in behind. Let's see if we can do Tellers here. Let's cut it back. Mo Salah. Like so thinking now. Looking for Mane at the back post. Clear the way only as far as Gini Wijnaldum. Fabinho. Gini. Gini going to let one fly. Oh! And the Gini's wish has been pulled off the back of the net. Well, we know that Gini has 2 goals and 7 assists, which puts him on 9. What a third goal for him. What a beautiful strike to put us back to level terms against City. It's not an easy place to come to, the Etihad. Away from home, it's difficult. Well, Fabinho lets one roll into the path of Gini Wijnaldum, who puts his laces through it, and what a strike. Top right corner, it was going up and it just dipped at the right time. Ederson beaten between the sticks, and we're happily back to level terms in the 32nd minute. It's Jordi Alba. Down to Sterling, back to Jordi Alba. They're passing round quick here. Let's go. Try and get this ball out. And there we go. They're passing it round. Sterling to Jordi Alba. Back and forth, back and forth. And the referee's having none of it. It's not a clear-cut chance. So he blows for half-time. We're going in 1-1. We've had 2 shots, both on target. They've had 1 shot, 1 on target. We're certainly right now, shot-wise, looking the better team, but City are having so much possession. We seriously have to look at changing that. We need to have more of the ball. We need to have more shots. And hopefully, with us kicking us off in the second half, it's only a matter of time before we find that second goal. Salah playing it through now, and it's going to be a free kick. Let's go for Fabinho. Here's Alex Tellez, ball into the middle. Gomez is going to deal with that one, but he puts it out only as far as Martinez. KDB plays it back to Martinez. They're coming forward to numbers here. Fekir, yeah, it's 2-1.
Took it with great aplomb. I'm sure getting the first goal gave him.
I don't even know what to say, ladies and gentlemen. All I know is we've got a job here to come back and get it back to level terms, and that is exactly what we are going to try and do. Let's go to Mo Salah. Trent. Naby Keita.
Oh, he has, and he's got the
Fabinho.
on their feet.
Play around now to Mane. Mane through on goal. Tucks home. It's 2-2. We're not giving up just yet, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful bit of football there, and I think Gini Wijnaldum, not only has he just got a goal, I think he's on the assist for that one. Let me just check. So Fabinho into Gini, through to Mane. So that's a goal and an assist for Gini Wijnaldum. He's now on 11 out of his 20 that is needed. Well done, Gini, and take about Sadio Mane, who puts it back to level terms, 2-2. Oh, I wouldn't have played that ball just yet. Nicely done. Play it in now to Gini. Gini gives it away. Jesus is there. Gets a shot off. Van Dijk's there once again. Let's go, Alisson. Chase it down. Fekir puts it over the bar. Why Alisson didn't come out and gather that ball, I have no idea. And you know what? 67th minute. We need to start changing some stuff up. So, let's go Gini off. Let's get Coutinho on. Let's drop Bobby back to central midfield. He can't play these centre forward and striker, but let's play him centre mid. Get Naby Keita off. Oh, who's going to make the difference here? Mbappe is the man probably to make the difference, but I'm leaning towards Timo Werner. I think we may could potentially play Mbappe, start him in the FA Cup game. Now, you know what? Let's get Mbappe on the pitch. Let's do it. So we've got Coutinho coming on, Mbappe coming on. And the last move for me, because we need that goal, is going to... No, let's leave Salah on. Leave him on. We need a goal from Salah. Let's give him another 10 minutes and hope that he can score. Mbappe coming to the pitch. There he is on the right of the screen. Kylian Mbappe at Liverpool. What a crazy signing that is. Here's Gomez. Up to Van Dijk.
Virgil van
Van
Dijk.
Dijk coming forward. Let's go straight through there to Mbappe. Into Bobby. Bobby going to play it through now to Mbappe, who's going to be through on goal. Here comes Mbappe with a cheeky chip. Mbappe! Oh! What a first goal for Kylian Mbappe! Wow! 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 He's been on the pitch for a minute.
The skill of the
Look at that!
up and back down again.
Takes it wide and dinks it. What a goal from Kylian Mbappe. That goal is worth 140 million every day of the week. Let's keep going here, lads. And there we go. The referee's going to blow for full time. We had to dig deep and it wasn't an easy game. But we've just come back from 1-0 down to 1-1, 2-1 down to 2-2.
They did, and they have got players.
And our super sub, that man there, Mbappe, who we signed for 140 mil, scores the third to help us go on and beat City. It was a lovely goal, a lovely run. And what an unbelievable result against Manchester City. 5 shots, 5 on target. 100% consistency with that shot accuracy. That's what I like to see. Man City having 5 shots, 3 on target. So the fact we had 2 extra shots on target deserve that extra goal that we got. Gini Wijnaldum picks up man of the match with a 9.4 rating. He got a goal and assist. Well deserved. Well done, Gini Wijnaldum. And now we march on, looking forward to the rest of this episode. So after that unbelievable game against Manchester City, we come back to the Central with a little bit of good news and a little bit of bad news. Firstly, we just beat City, so we gained the 3 points on them. But Chelsea drew their last game, which means they moved up from 44 to 45, which means we are now 17 points clear. Bear in mind in the last episode, because we lost to Everton, that gap dropped to 12 points. We've still got to play Fulham up next, and we've grown from 12 points to 17 points, which is absolutely unbelievable. We've got Spurs, Chelsea, City and United all fighting it out around the 43, 44 and 45. And then you've got ourselves on 62. Realistically right now, the top 6 are probably the only teams that can finish in the top 4. I wouldn't say anyone underneath Wolves have got enough points to catch the big 4 at the top. There's no sign of Arsenal. Spurs, Chelsea, City and United are all fighting it out and fighting for that top 4 position. I'm sure they'd all like to be first, but I think we're already into February. We've already got that gap to 17 points. I said by the end of February, if we've grown it to 20 plus points, then I think we've got it in the bag. The downfall and the disappointing thing you guys may have just noticed there is Harry Kane scores 3 for a match ball. He was on 14, he's now on 17, which puts him 4 ahead of Mo Salah. 4 goals ahead. He was 1 goal, now he's 4, which makes it very difficult. And the reason it makes it difficult is because for this simulated game against Fulham, Mo Salah's not fit. So he's not even in the team, he's not in the starting 11, and he's also not on the bench. So realistically, the game after this is in the FA Cup, so he's not going to be scoring again in today's episode, which is a little bit disappointing, but we'll just have to hope that he comes back to his scoring ways soon, because I'm sure he can score a hat-trick, if not more, in one game. He's got the talent, he's got the knowledge to do so. I'm sure it won't be long before he's back to his scoring ways. But we'll go with Ryan Sessegnon on the left wing, Timo Werner at striker, Junior out on the right wing, Coutinho linking up with the Ox in the central midfield role. A little deeper, we've got Sandro Tonali in the central defensive midfield, and then Tierney, Tar, Jimenez and Semedo at the back, with Alisson between the sticks. Let's go ahead and simulate this game. Always a worry. Let's get the players warmed up. We are at home, but it's always a worry that you can lose these games. It's in the hands of the EA gods. And 8 minutes in, Timo Werner scored. There you go. Another goal added to his tally and another £1 added to the charity donation pot. 35 minutes in, nothing else has happened. Are we going to see anything else for half time? No. And just after half time, he scores a second. He's got a brace and he scores in the 46th minute. Well done, Timo Werner. Mbappe has come on for Ryan Sessegnon and scores within 4 minutes to put us 3-0 up against Fulham. We're into the last 5 minutes. And the referee's going to blow for full time. We beat Fulham 3-0. Timo Werner scoring another 2, which is another 2 to his tally. Another £2 put in the jar for the charity donation. And then Mbappe scores in the 65th after coming on in the 61st for Ryan Sessegnon. What a game. What an important win. And what a result. And here we are, advanced all the way for the final game in today's episode. We're at Anfield, it's the round 5 of the FA Cup, and we're facing off against Luton Town. And this is the lineup, hopeful of doing some damage to Luton Town. We got Mane out on the left wing, Timo Werner at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gini Wijnaldum linking up with Naby Keita in the central midfield role. A little deeper we got Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson at Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back, with Alisson between the sticks. Now I'm hopeful because we're against Luton Town and on paper we should absolutely dominate them. If it's anything like Fleetwood, we could beat them easily 7-0. But my main concern right now is not only Timo Werner scoring to add more money to his pot for the charity donation, it's also Mo Salah to get scoring. I've realised that it's been a while since Mo Salah scored in the Premier League. So what I plan on doing in the next episode, for the first Premier League game, I'm going to drop Salah and keep him nice and fit on the bench. I'm going to play Junior. I'm going to run the left back and left centre back ragged with Junior. And then when I bring Salah on, I'm hoping that with his pace and his knowledge and his flared skill and his quick feet, he'll be able to get in behind and score some goals. But it'd be nice if we could score against against Luton Town with Mo Salah. So his scoring ways are back. He's got his scoring boots on, and we can prepare him for the next episode, because realistically now, Harry Kane is 4 goals clear. We don't want that gap to keep growing. If that grows to 6 or 7 more, Harry Kane is probably going to continue to score throughout the rest of the season, which means what are the chances that Mo Salah will catch up? You know, if Harry Kane scores 3 in one game, Mo Salah will have to score 5 to keep trying to close that gap, and it's just probably not going to happen. But fingers crossed, we're at Anfield, the home fans are behind us, and maybe Mo Salah can get back to his scoring ways. Well, realistically,
top scorer in the league.
This should be another Fleetwood game. Luton Town should be no more difficult than Fleetwood, and we should easily beat them here. We should keep a clean sheet. We should score more than 5 goals. That's the plan. That's what I've said to the lads. Go out, play exactly like you did against Fleetwood. That's exactly why I've started Timo Werner ahead of Bobby Firmino. Timo Werner turned up on the day against Fleetwood. Can he do the same against Luton Town? If he can, without a doubt, we will kill off Luton Town by half-time. But it is going to be Timo Werner to get us kicked off in this first half. Let's get it underway, and let's do some damage. Let's go round to Mo Salah. And again, Trent, keep going. Mo Salah picks that up. Inside now to Timo Werner. Go on, Trent, let's get you in behind. Trent in behind. Gets a shot off. Nice and low, just wide a goal. Trent, we need you on the assist, not the goals, son. Over to Naby Keita. Through now to Timo Werner. Timo Werner going to play it around now to Sadio Mane. Mane coming forwards, rolls it onto that right foot, looks to hit him one nice and low. Mo Salah! There it is! Finally! Finally! Our Egyptian King Mo Salah puts one in the back of the net. Surely this will build his confidence to go on and score more. Mo Salah, right place, right time, overhead kick, back of the net. That's what we needed. And that's what we just got. Mane, beautiful ball roll onto the right foot, hits it. Keeper plays it out, comes off number 6. And into the path of Mo Salah, who just rolls to the floor as he pulls off an unbelievable overhead kick and ploughs that into the back of the net. Well done, Mo Salah. And maybe he can be back to his scoring ways. And we just couldn't sadly get the last pass on it. Fabinho picks it up and plays it through now to Mo Salah. Mo Salah coming away with this ball once again. Mo Salah coming on the inside. He's dancing and weaving between these defenders. Here he goes again. Dancing, weaving. Playing it in now to Timo Werner. Onto his left foot. Timo Werner wide a goal. Timo Werner. Fabinho. Playing it straight through now to Mo Salah. That's a very lucky pass there. The defender misses it. Mo Salah through on goal. Mo Salah to convert. It's 2-0. Well, Mo, we needed you scoring these in the Premier League. Not quite the FA Cup. But you know what? We'll take it. Because maybe, as I say, there's a build and build and build on that confidence. So when we play a game in the Premier League, he will look to score some goals. He's got to catch Harry Kane. And if he wants to do that, he needs to be scoring 2 in the next couple of games. Playing it through now to Timo Werner. Timo Werner gets the better of his man. Let's pull it back onto that left foot. Timo Werner goes with his right foot. Let's flick it back onto that right foot. Let him fly! What a goal from Timo Werner! I tell you what, this charity donation could be huge. We donated £73, was it? Or £74, something like that, in season 2, because whatever our goal difference was, we donated that amount in pounds to charity. Timo Werner may well get to half of that, I think. He could have 30 goals plus under his belt this season. He's become an absolutely unreal player at Liverpool. Keep going, Manny. Manny's got taken out there and the referee is going to blow for half-time. Well, it's been a very, very interesting first half. The first 20-30 minutes weren't that great. And then the last 10-15 minutes have been unbelievable. I am going to make one change. Gini Wijnaldum, I feel like his stamina is certainly going down. In fact, you know what? We'll leave him on for now. Run him out for another 10-15 minutes, and then we'll look at making the 3 substitutes. Because realistically, right now, we're 3-0 up, and we've definitely found a place in the next stages of the FA Cup as Luton Town kick us off in this second half period. Well done, Naby. Ball into the middle, and nobody is there to get a block on it. They get a shot off. Allison grabs that one, no problem. Let's roll this out, and let's get a counter-attack going. Naby Keita, Fabinho, Gini Wijnaldum takes a touch, pings one over to Mane. Look at this for a counter-attack. Bit of football here. We've got Mo Salah coming into the back post. Ball in. Mo Salah for his hat-trick. What a counter-attacking football that is. Beautiful, beautiful counter-attack from the Red Men. We're going from Allison, throwing the ball out. Ping, 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 ping. Manny in behind, ball into Mo Salah, who's got plenty of space at the back post, who just toe pokes it home for his hat-trick. Well, he hasn't scored in a Premier League game in a while. He's just scored a hat-trick in an FA Cup game. If this doesn't give him the confidence to score in a Premier League game in the next episode, I have no idea what will. And they are going to do some damage to Luton Town. I do feel sorry for the players, fans and manager at the moment. And things have only got worse. Let me see Mbappe coming on in a Liverpool shirt. He's in a red shirt this time round. There he is, coming on for Timo Werner. Let's go Coutinho, let's get this ball, son. He's still Coutinho, picks it up. We're going to ping one over the top now for Mbappe, who's through on goal. Mbappe takes it first time. Oh, big save. I could have run with him, but we want to score a banger with Kylian Mbappe. He's just scored an unbelievable first Liverpool goal. I'm sure he's got plenty more goals like that in the tank. Can we get Virgil van Dijk on this one? Let's get him running in from behind. Van Dijk, nice ball in. Great position there for Van Dijk. It's in the back of the net. It's 5-0. And it's thanks to the man, wearing the captain's armband. Virgil van Dijk, who runs off to kiss the fans. Here's Coutinho. Nice bit of skill still going. Coutinho loses it to Robertson. That'll be Keita. Give it to Mbappe. Mbappe on that left foot. Mbappe! It's 6-0. With 15 minutes to go, we could be looking at 8 or 9-0 here. Forget about 7-0. This could be 8 or 9. 15 minutes, I'm sure we can score more goals in that time. You've just got to feel sorry for the Luton fans. Let's go Mbappe, ping one over the top, and Mbappe's in behind here. Mbappe is in behind, here we go, Mbappe, little bit of skill on the inside, tried to play it over, looking for Junior, but the ball's cleared away from Betty, and we are going to annihilate Luton Town 6-0. It wasn't quite what we've done to Fleetwood, but nevertheless, we still absolutely dominate and beat them 6-0. Mo Salah with 7 attempts, scores 3, gets the hat-trick. And considering Harry Kane scored 3 and got the match ball, Mo Salah has just done that. It's just a shame it wasn't in the Premier League, but I am looking forward to unleashing Mo Salah in the next episode in the Premier League. 23 shots, 14 on target. Now, realistically, like you guys know me, half of 23 is an 11.5, plus 1 is 12.5. So 12 plus shots on target, I'll be happy with. We got 14. I'm more than happy with that consistency. Mo Salah picks up man of the match with a 10.0 rating, fully deserved. And what a game, and what a decent amount of highlights that you guys have just seen against Luton Town. Right, and here we are, guys, back at the Central, ready for the next episode. Our first game in the next episode, we're kicking off the round of 16 in the Champions League stages. It's the knockout stages, and we're facing off against Barcelona. It's funny that every single year we've played in the Champions League, we've either played Barcelona in the round of 16 or Real Madrid. They are the only 2 teams that we ever play in the round of 16. But in the next episode, we got Barcelona, we got Southampton at home, and we got Huddersfield away from home. So it's dead easy. We're playing the Barca game, we're simulating the Saints game, and we're playing the Huddersfield game, because obviously with Saints, we're at home, better chance of winning. Whereas Huddersfield, we're away, so we need to win that game. We need to keep the growth right now that we have in the 17-point gap that we end today's episode with. And obviously we have to play the Barcelona game because we don't want to be knocked out. And in the episode after that, we could have another piece of silverware when we face off against the Gunners Arsenal in the final of the Carabao Cup. But what an episode that was, and what a bounce back that was as well, because in the previous episode, the loss against Everton, it wasn't great. We come up against City, it was difficult. They went 1-0 up, it was back to 1-1, 2-1 up, we took it back to 2-2, and then Mbappe, our star man, scored the third to help us go on and win 3-2. Absolutely unreal episode that was today, guys. But that is, of course, going to do it for today's episode. And if you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.